comic brigade. They won first prize in the comics for about 10 years running until they moved into the fancy brigades. The Vikings have a big following in South Philadelphia, and one thing that's amazing when they hit City Hall, their props and their effects are so incredible that the people who are way back in the crowd behind the props start cheering and yelling and waving before they start their routine, because the stuff from behind the scenes looks so incredible. The creative force with the Vikings is a man named Carmen Butchie D'Amato. His younger brother Peter is being the captain this year, but Butchie, who has been the captain in years past, is perhaps the most creative mummer on the street. He is just an incredible in the kind of effects that he creates, and we're really looking forward to seeing what these folks are going to pull this time.
Well, our Bob Finnegan here tells me that this group could be considered one of the most innovative on the street. Their captain, as you mentioned, Peter D'Amato, and their theme this year, Blowing Circuits. Bob, tell us what we're going to be seeing.
They're going to actually take a music system or a ghetto blaster and take it apart piece by piece and then put it all back together again. The captain is the remote control. They built all these suits themselves. That's one important thing. Among all the professional things being done, this club did it themselves this year from scratch. Props, suits, everything was built in their warehouse.
I think what's remarkable is they've come all the way up Broad Street, and yet the level of energy when they get here to the judges, you can't imagine that they performed any better their first time down at Methodist Hospital than here before the judges. You wonder where they get all the energy, and I guess it's the crowd and just the adrenaline flow.
It has to be. This is an exciting spot. The spotlights are on them, bright as day. The crowd is roaring for them, and they're ready to face the judges. This is what they've worked for all year.
Butchie D'Amato is such a careful tactician that he has everything very carefully lined up before anyone takes the first step. And sometimes he will wait a while and make sure everything is just right before they start. They're getting this massive float into position. The Vikings rehearse indoors. They're about the only brigade that has an indoor rehearsal. And therefore, there's a lot of secretiveness and suspense about the Vikings, whereas most of the other brigades rehearse under I-95 or in various factory parking lots in South Philadelphia. And so, kind of wandering around the 2th Street area, they see each other at work, but nobody sees the Vikings.
Let's watch this.
There they go. They promised they'd pump up the volume.